Alright, what's up, people? Welcome back. We're at the Riverside Drift Fall 10K. Got Jeff and Amber here. It's a beautiful Corvette. Jakey over here, Justin Medina, Mike Fiac. With this badass pit rig I built. Matches the car. Bunch of hitters here. Should be a good time. Today's practice and qualifying. We got top 32 tonight, I believe, and then top 16 tomorrow. So right now, just getting set up. Finally got my generator, air compressor, time machine all ready to go. So that's gonna make things easier. Yeah, car feels good. Fixed a couple things, fixed the wiring. Yeah, should be ready to go. Bike, so it's gonna be sketchy. This is our initiation point. They moved this outer zone a little bit further forward, so it's earlier, and it's much smaller than it was at the 50K. There's the old one. You can see where the new one is. Basically, the goal is gonna be stay deep all the way until the end of this. Out of here is a D-cell in this inner clip. Problem is slowing down and getting the angle for this touch and go. It's right here. And then out here, basically where the wall was, they got these cones now. And then here's the subway. And where these yahoos are standing. That's the last one. There's legitimately a jump right here. Alright, so just went out for like 2 practice laps, went pretty good. The last one that you probably saw, I kind of forgot to keep it revved up going into that last outer because I went in pretty fucking hot, so it was like more concerned about braking. I should have left or heel-toed that one. But anyways, other than that, Matt was giving me some tips onto where I was on the course. Apparently, I'm getting pretty deep in the first outer, which is good because I didn't do that much last time. So I don't know, it feels really good right now. I'm moving really fast into the third, or I guess the second outer zone after the touch and go. So I'm kind of overshooting that a little bit. I might hit a cone or two. But so basically I got stuff to work on, but we don't have too much practice time before qualifying. But even if I went out and did a lap right now with qualifying, I think I'd be in the show. It feels pretty good already, so we're gonna see how it goes. I'll bring you guys along. All right, so it's going pretty good so far. Car feels great. Once again, getting kind of like a suspension knock when I'm coming down off the jump if I'm either on the brake or like doing a clutch kick. It's really, it's working out the front suspension over that. So for this time we got a tire machine, air compressor and generator, and we went to go change tires and now the generator isn't charging anymore and nothing's working. So we just got distracted and hyper focused on that for a minute, but I'm gonna go turn a couple more laps before qualifying. I normally don't like to do too much practice on the first day just because my first couple runs always feel the best, and then I go to qualifying and it ends up that I don't run the greatest in qualifying. So it's just a personal choice. So I'm gonna keep trying to do leads, might do a couple chases, we'll see. It's not super important to me. I feel pretty confident in the chase always. It's always been my lead line that I struggle with, so it's the biggest thing I want to work on. Matt, how you feeling about today?
Feeling great about today.
Yeah, Todd looks different this time, by the way. That's
a little paler.
You know this guy. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel good about hitting the zones right now. I just got to work on consistency with like keeping the car lit up over the last outer and through the touch and go and stuff. Everything else feels great. First outer, I can still be a little bit more aggressive and get into it a little sooner, but I'll bring you guys along for some more practice. Alright, so those last couple practice runs were kind of trash, but I just threw on brand new 100 treadwear accelerators, and the only place I've ever really driven with those is the skid pad. There, they didn't feel any different. Here, they feel quite a bit different, and they do not last very long at all. So, basically, I'm just going to leave that amount of grip in the car, I think, because every time I try and change stuff up a bunch, it kind of screws me over, so... I got qualifying. I'm not really too worried about placement. I just want to get in. I don't even know how many drivers they have. It might just be out of 32.
I
think they have 34, 36, Matt said. So, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it goes good. The car still feels great. It's doing everything it needs to do. It's just I'm not driving it as good as I can on this level of grip. So hopefully we can get through that. Head into 32, hopefully we win 32, and then we're gonna be here all night trying to fix this generator so we can change tires tomorrow. Or I don't know, I might just run to a Harbor Freight and buy one that works, because we just took the panel off, looked at everything, can't find it, so we're not generator mechanics, or any mechanics for that, man.
Big brain.
That thing's a ripper though. Man almost killed himself like 5 times on that bike already. That's all I care about this weekend, cruising around that. Let's fucking go! I beat the shit out of it. Hell yeah.
Alex Zier in that IS300, blowing him off early initiation, but carries it out into outer zone number 1. Good work with the left foot brake there as he carries a lot of speed through outer zone number 1. I think that will be the fastest we've seen anybody complete that first corner. Carries it out, a lot of smoke coming out the back of that IS300. This is working much better for him than it did at the 50K Summer Showdown this season. Gives a little bit of points on outer zone number 3, but fantastic work for the rest of the track here this weekend.
All right, so I don't know what that puts me, but I got an 87 for my first qualifying run, and that's probably the best I've ever done on a first qualifying run. I just beat the crap out of the car. It felt great. Oh, a wild cheetah! Oh man, so I'm feeling good. I might not do a second qualifying, maybe I will, I don't know. It felt really good. Woo, that's saucy. So as of right now, I think there's a 91 and a, I don't know, I think maybe there's two 91s. I think I'm sitting in third right now. They're just about to start the second qualifying runs. So we'll see how far I get knocked down, because I know Josiah spun on his first, so he's got to put a good lap together yet. But hopefully we can hold on to that third qualifying spot. She'll put us in a good spot for top 32 as long as I can keep the noggin in check. So let's do it.
All right, here we go. Alex blows him off. Jordan gets a little bit ahead of him, making his way in, and Alex is going to get that grip and leave Jordan a little bit behind as they make their way into outer zone number 1. Alex's IS300 is making good work of that first outer zone, bringing it nice, tight, and fast past inner clip number 1 through the touch and go. Out into outer zone number 2, feeds a little bit more angle in there as they make the transition across the jump towards outer zone number 3. Not quite using up all that zone, but Jordan Meadows all the way on the inside of the track in the chase position. Meadows in the lead. Alex Zier going to give chase. We'll see what he can do. JZ on JZ, keeping it behind that S13 from Jordan Meadows. Jordan found some speed there. Not sure what happened in that first corner, but a little bit faster than what we've seen him do the rest of the weekend. Not quite on the line we want to see, but neither is Alex Zier. Jordan throws a bit more angle in it there, tries to keep it out, making it towards outer zone number 3, but misses the zone on the inside edge of that curbing.
Okay, so we just won our top 32 battle. Pretty stoked about that. I did a pretty damn good lead line, I thought. Not as good as my qualifying run, but I think it was still pretty decent. I was pretty proud of it. And then on the chase, he was kind of like way off on the third outer and kind of wonky other spots. I got lost in the smoke though, so I kind of got lucky that he did that. Otherwise, that probably would have been a big problem for me because I got blinded. Dude was shoving smoke. It was good. But yeah, we're moving on. We'll be on the show tomorrow. Yo, bad news. We battled Jake in 16. Oh no, Fiat had a bunch of issues this entire weekend. He's been having a lot of issues with his car lately. He's pitted next to us, so we've been talking about it. It's freaking tragic. Like, it's awful because I've been on that side of things. It's just, you don't wish that upon anybody. You hope that at least people's cars are cooperating. Sorry, I'm shaking like crazy. But yeah, so that means he went up against Jake. He had to call a 5, but whatever it wasn't fixable. So basically, Jake got the win on that one. I know that's not how Jake wants to win, especially against Fiat. He wanted to run him. Basically, that means in the bracket, I go up against Jake tomorrow. So I'm gonna have to bring my fucking A game. That's for sure. We all know how good that dude is. Freaking 15 grand champion already this year. He's trying to make it more. So. Whew. All right, I gotta bring all the sauce tomorrow. All right, so I just wanted to give a quick update because basically the last couple of runs that I did there, the car started feeling like the diff was gonna break again. Same way it does at GLD, where it just nasty vibration, especially like decel and on like heavy load, it'll just rattle the entire car and you can just hear it in the back end. So I was like, I started hearing it before the last battle, but especially my chase run, it was like getting loud. So I'm like, I'm just gonna swap a diff tonight. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want it to take me out of competition because I'm lazy. Because it's a little bit of work to swap a diff in this, but at the same time, it's worth it if it means that I can put on a good battle. You missed the deep throat. Oh, yeah, that's good. I noticed that it was pretty patchy looking on the track, so I wasn't too concerned with the line. I just wanted to feel out a bunch of stuff to see where like the slicker spots were. I'm gonna wait for the track to dry up more before I waste any more tire on that because it's gonna be dry for comp. All right, so top 16 is about to start. Going up against Jacob in the white BMW. You've all seen him before if you watch my videos. Basically, I did like 2 or 3 of those practice laps and it was meh, but track was patchy. Feel great with the car, with the track itself once it dries up, and I'm sure it's dry by now. We missed a bunch of the last of the practice, which I didn't really feel like doing anyways because we were changing tires, making sure that we had enough done. And of course, my dumbass The 11s that I have are reverse mount, so I can't do them on Jake's tire machine. So we had to steal power from the RV, kept tripping the circuit breaker. It was a bullshit experience, but thankful they let me use the generator in the RV for that because we got it done. But oh my god, now I'm sweaty and I'm just stoked to go up against my boy. Whoever wins, it's gonna be a good battle, good time, party time. Let's do it. Top 16 ceremony. Packed crowd, packed crowd. Got the rig. Woo. Look at this beautiful machine. Look at this beautiful machine. This thing's sick. Great cars. Great cars. Josie Fellatio right here. Big crazy freaking air filter. Say what up. Oh yeah. This in the sunlight, I should have washed it. Oh well. Still gonna do good for me. Good car.
Alright, here we go, bro.
My baby boy right there.
To get a jump on the run up, making their way down the main straight. Did he jump a little bit too much? There goes Alex. Jacob's going to try to stick with him as they make their way into outer zone number 1. Alex all the way out on the wall. Jacob sacrifices line to try to maintain that proximity and close the gap past inner clip number 1, making the switch to the touch and go. Both drivers a little bit shallow there. Jacob makes his way back up onto the IS300, but can he keep it back on him as they make their way through outer zone number 3, using up all the track in that IS300 as he makes his way across the line. Zier gives chase. Alex blowing him off as they make their way towards that initiation point. Jacob Anderson gets a big gap on him as they make their way into outer zone number 1. We see similar work from Alex, sacrifices that line to try to get the proximity back as they make it through inner clip number 1 and around to the touch and go. Jacob grabs just the edge. Alex misses the touch and go as they make their way towards outer zone number 2. Misses outer zone number 2 in the chase position. Jacob able to put the points on the board there. Leaves a little bit of room to be desired in outer zone number 3. Let's see what the judges have to say.
Beautiful lead.
This is going to lead, and Jacob's going to give chase on this first half. Making their way off the line, Jacob tries to stick with him as Alex tries to get some space, making it into the initiation zone there. Jacob did a much better job than what we saw in the first battle between these two in the chase position, trying to maintain that proximity. Much better line work than what we had seen earlier in the day as they make the transition through outer zone number 2. Alex feeds in a lot of angle and makes it to the edge of that zone. Jacob a little bit shallow there, but still sticks with him as they make their way through outer zone number 3. Much tidier job in the chase position than what we saw earlier, but what is going to happen when we put Alex behind him? Jacob's going to lead. Alex is going to give chase to claim that last spot in the grade 8 for this afternoon's competition, making their way down the main straight, initiating there at the 2 mark as they make it towards outer zone number 1. Jacob makes a late entry into that outer zone, but Alex not quite reaching it as he tries to make up some ground. Not sure what happened in the first part of that corner. Jacob reaches the touch and go. Alex misses the points there in that chase position, not quite falling in line with Jacob as they make their way around towards outer zone number 3. Jacob putting it out there on the edge of the zone. Alex falls all the way to the inside of the last corner there. Not sure what happened, but not quite the line we're looking for.
I did not have the tire in the chase. Woo, boy, those were some runs. I should have swapped tires because by the end of that chase, I had nothing left. I was kicking the shit out of it, pedaling it. It was not hooking up at all. He was just pulling on me. That was a sick lead though. By him, not me. I definitely could have done better, but oh man, it's just, we literally were talking about on the way up there, I think I said this, we should just do all of our practice runs together because we never drive at these events, and they let us do 4 laps. Still didn't get any practice, but oh man. Woo, brother! Alright, so Jake is in his final 4 right now, right?
Dumbass.
Yeah, Jake's in final 4 right now. Is he going up against Josiah or Jesse? Okay, so he's going up against Jesse from one line. The gray E30. So we were just playing pit crew. You gotta do that for your boys when they advance. Gotta do it. So I'm gonna take video of this because he's winning it all. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All the way, baby. All balls, all the way.
Here we go. Second half of the last battle in the final 4. Jesse Long looking for Jacob Anderson to make a mistake in the chase position.
bud. Keep it clean, keep it clean. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, I think he's winning that battle, so.
That's a W.
Run it back right now in the back of the golf cart. Get tires. I had to give him, those were my 255 08Rs. We're putting 285s on Jake's car right now, so this should be interesting. Alright, Jake is in the final against Josiah Fillets. Was a Pro 2 driver, but he does a bunch of shootouts now, but he's the owner of FDF. So we put 285s on his car. We'll see. It's rubbing the hell out of the fenders. We had some good bands in the pits. So we put him at a couple PSI higher than I run him because I was like, you could see me rolling over the sidewalls on him. So hopefully we're good. I'm stoked. This is gonna be a good battle. Let's get it, Jake.
Mic check. Okay, it's working now. All right. So Jesse Long claims third place with his first Cash Showdown podium. Second place, Jacob Anderson, which means Josiah Fillets claims your cash and keeps his bounty for the Riverside Joe's Fall 10K Showdown in its seventh
Car
speedway.
left the way it looked when it showed up. That's a W. So I just pulled the car in the trailer and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, last event, the 50K here, when I did this, I was so freaking down and pissed off and unhappy with the results and everything like that, just because of the mechanical stuff that took me out, well, electrical stuff technically. And I just like, I pulled the car in here and I patted it on the dash and I'm like, good job this weekend, because literally it was just fuel and tires, and we came here with a full tank and we had to put fuel in it once, and we didn't even really need to do that. So honestly, like, this weekend was a huge like victory in my opinion. Obviously we didn't get the money, but I couldn't have lost to a better person. It was awesome battles with Jake, awesome battles in 32, and like, I don't know, super happy with my qualifying. Like, I didn't feel once like this weekend that we were lacking in any department. Like, it felt really good. Matt killed it on changing tires and stuff and helped me out. I had to yell at him like I was his dad a couple times, but like, super good work. Like, I just love that as soon as we're out, it's like, let's make sure Jake can take it to the top, man. He took it all the way to second, and probably would have been first if he had some Flinos on his car. But so overall, super pumped with the weekend, super pumped with how it turned out. Obviously I always want to advance further, but we had such a good time that I am mad. So Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.